Hello, everybody, and welcome to Full Range Media. This is Most Valuable Pat, and today we're asking the question, who did it better, Raw or SmackDown? Find out here in just a couple seconds. Welcome back to another episode of Who Did It Better, Raw or SmackDown. Today we're going to go over 5 categories that I picked to try to figure out who did it better this week, Raw or SmackDown. We have a couple new categories that we're gonna try out and see if you guys like them or not. One of them is gonna be the funniest promo, and the next one is gonna be the best crowd reaction. And so we're gonna start off with the funniest promo. So, who had the funnier promo and who did it better? Was it Elias on Raw or was it AJ Styles on SmackDown? This was really tough for me. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. This was really tough for me. Elias's promo was absolutely phenomenally good. No pun intended for AJ Styles, but that promo was hilarious. They got that crowd going, and they got the best promo of the night. No questions asked. So we're gonna definitely 100% give a point to Raw on this one. AJ Styles' promo was more BS than anything else. I don't know what this story about AJ Styles and Samoa Joe is all about, because it's the stupidest thing I've seen in a long time from any promo from anybody. It's like they're going back to like 95 when Austin broke into Brian Pillman's house and Brian Pillman almost shot Austin and stuff. It's some stupid stuff. It's like it's going back like 20 years, which is kind of stupid. So, it's not really a good promo at all. And I don't know. Elias is just he's a very good person to do a promo. Honestly, like he's one of the best in the business right now on doing promos. So we're gonna give 1 point definitely to Raw on that one. The next category is gonna be the best crowd reaction, and again, it's between Elias and AJ Styles, because Elias's reaction on this week was just ridiculous. The crowd reaction to him was just incredibly good. I think he said something about Seattle Supersonics leaving Seattle and going to Oklahoma City, and the crowd just went absolutely bonkers. It was the best thing. They wouldn't let him talk. Like, Kevin Owens and Elias had to yell in the microphones because these people were so loud. Seattle is known for being loud when it comes to football teams, and they're known for doing that. But for this, I've never seen Seattle be that loud. The last time I saw them be that loud was when they were chanting Daniel Bryan when they were reuniting the championships. That was the last time I saw Seattle be really, really loud. So, again, the best crowd reaction, the brand that did it better, 100% Raw. No questions asked. The next one we're going to do is going to be the biggest surprise of the week. So, which one did it better? Was it Undertaker coming out and making his appearance on Raw? Or was it SmackDown when Randy Orton just beat the living crap out of Ty Dillinger and broke his fingers? That was kind of a surprise, because the way that he's being more inventive with injuring people is kind of like, not injuring them, but, giving them fake injuries or whatever is actually really, really good. They have a lot of good ideas and a good, it's more inventive, which is pretty nice. But I'm going to have to give it to The Undertaker on this one. And you don't see him very often, and when you do, it's always a big surprise. And it's always a lot of fun to see. So, Undertaker coming out, definitely 100% the biggest surprise of the week. So, Raw did it better in that category also. Then we're going to go on to the Classic 2, which is best match and best overall show. But first, we're going to do the best match. So, who did it better? Raw, which was B Team versus Revival, or SmackDown when it was Daniel Bryan versus Shelton Benjamin. I was going to give it to Daniel Bryan versus Shelton Benjamin, but when I watched the B Team versus Revival over again, and that was the best match of the week, I think. I've never thought I'd say that, because it's always like Shield versus Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler. They usually have the best matches of the week, but not this time. This time was kind of a little bit more, back and forth between those two teams. They had a lot of good things going for them, which was a lot of fun to watch. and two teams that are really up and coming. Finally, B team is up and coming, and finally they're giving Revival a chance at a decent rivalry with these guys. So that's pretty cool to see. So no questions asked for me. For me, it was B team versus Revival, and so now we have to go to the overall show. And I mean, Raw's had a clean sweep this week. SmackDown was terrible. SmackDown, the entire show was horrible. There's two things about SmackDown this week that I have questions about. One is the whole AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe thing. Why are they going back 20 years? And then the other thing is, since when did Carmella become a face again? Like, she's teamed up with R-Truth, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she becomes this face. And to me, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I'm not really too impressed by that. I mean, they need to figure out what they're doing when it comes to these women changing between face and heel. But Raw knows how to do it. SmackDown doesn't. It's very strange. Raw did it with Natty being bad, and all of a sudden Ronda Rousey comes in, and all of a sudden she's a face again without any sort of turn whatsoever. And then now it's Carmella with her teaming up with R-Truth, and now all of a sudden she's a face. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. Raw absolutely destroyed SmackDown this week with the best overall show. It's a clean sweep in every single category. Best promo, funniest promo, best crowd reaction, biggest surprise, or best surprise, best match, and best overall show. No questions asked. Raw was the better show this week by a landslide, and it wasn't even close. So that's going to do it for another episode of Who Did It Better, Raw or SmackDown. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe down at the bottom. And please don't forget to also write down your comments about what you thought about this week, and also what suggestions you have for categories that we can use. I got a couple new ones, and I did like the funniest promo and the best crowd reaction. How do you guys like it? Is it something that we can keep on doing, or should we just stick to the old stuff? I don't really know. But thanks for coming out. Again, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next episode. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, and by the way, really quick, I'm probably gonna do a Super Showdown Who Did It Better also. I'll see how it is. I'm gonna watch it over the weekend. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do one, but I don't know what categories I'm gonna use. It's gonna be weird because it's gonna be on like 5 in the morning. I'm not waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch Super Showdown on Saturday. So I'll probably do it again on Tuesday. It's probably gonna come out with the rest of these things, but we'll do 2 separate shows again next week with Super Showdown and then Raw and SmackDown. So keep you guys a little updated on that. So again, thanks for coming out. Have a great night, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.